It's Friday, which means we are going live. How you doing, everybody? It's still exactly the same. We're still staying safe, even though things seem to be relaxing. And I know you guys are going to be saying in the chat box very shortly, can't wait to go to the pub tomorrow. We can't wait to go here tomorrow. We can't wait to do this. I just want to play poker. I want to commentate on you guys. We want to be back. But no, we are still playing in cyberspace. We are still staying safe. There's plenty coming up in the next few weeks. Afternoon, Brad. Brad's back in the building. How you doing, pal? Brad said he's not going to the pub. He knows what it's going to be like. Hope everybody is well, by the way. This is live at 5. It's an update on what's been happening Grosvenor-wise, on what's been happening, but basically in the world of online poker. There's been some good results for you guys out there. Logan says the pubs are not open in Scotland just yet. You've done it, I'll tell you what. And I know I'm not going to go into politics, but I do feel that Scotland have done it correctly. And they've had no cases of all this. So well done to you guys. And I know we've been golfing and I know we've been doing this and pubs are open, but I do feel that you guys have been doing it a lot better than us. So, and as Dennis says, there's no pubs open in Scotland. It's two ways of looking at it. Get them back, do it properly. And with you guys, do it properly. But we're going to be looking back on what has happened over the last few weeks. So, the deep stack last week, it collected just under 29,000. Spand, Andy, back, has been doing very well, and we'll run through the National League very shortly. The deep stack, it pains me to say that SWFC 83, that I'm guessing that's Sheffield Wednesday Football Club, but being a massive Rotherham United fan, we've got promoted, by the way. We have got promoted back up to the Championship. SWFC lad 83, £6,073. Mashed up 24, got 4,482. And ST Pokered 2020 came third for 3,345. The deep stacks have always been fantastic. They've been so good. £29,000 in the deep stack, £130 in the satellites are running all day long, and I've got them up in my chat right there. So I want to give you an update on when the satellites are running, and also we know it's deep stack weekend. We know it's 25-50 weekend, but being announced over social media is Goliath 2020 online. And the lads will tell you that they're excited for the festival, which starts on the 1st of August. But quickly, I'm just going to go back to the final result of last week. The 25-50, it had a slight overlay. I think that's only like twice ever. So it's not too bad considering the amount of online poker everybody's playing and the amount of poker that is available to everybody for your consumption. And it just goes to show how popular it has been. I think it's only the second time ever. The 25-50 did have a slide overlay, but 0-1-2-3, Temenos got 10,500, 2 Rabbits got 77.50. And trader number one, who is, the first time me and Jamie were live streaming, we were on there, we were doing the commentary on one of the events that Jamie was playing. And it came up, and the name is all in one word, so it looks like Traderno 1. And I'm thinking, what's that Traderno 1? What's that? And then we got told, and we got worked out, we space it out. It's trader number 1, and it's also John Bousfield. So well done to Bousy for cashing yet again. But if I just pull up, the guy is an absolute legend. Because the league table shows that John Bousfield is still in first position. Well done to John. 574 points. Second is Leo Faraday. He's only just behind him on 546. So he is being caught. Kev Charalambos is in third on 523. Andy Back, who is watching the live stream right now, Span 42, 510. He's in fourth. Haresh Saka is in fifth on 495. But please, if you want to check it out, just go to GrosvenorCasino.com. It brings up the National Poker League and just watch it because it is there. It's all the points are there. You're accruing all the points. There are prizes, and it's Bounces has just been there since I think the first event of this year. While we were still playing live, he did well in London, but he also did well online as well. And Bouncy has been right up there all the time. So well done to him. Just keep playing. The deep stacks, the 25-50s, obviously the Goliath that is coming up, they are heading towards for the points for the National League. Brad Simpson's on one this afternoon. Goliath won't be the same without all the poor poker players like himself. Brad's up there. Brad's been playing well. He's been doing a lot of watching the live stream. I know Jamie didn't use Twitch for the last few days. Apparently he's got a sick note. Hope everything is well. He is been a bit under the weather, but he did have the home game on last night. I was watching it, but I didn't play it last night. Danny Ryder says he's Bouncy going to be doing an hour with the tower. If he doesn't do an hour with the tower, we might drag him into doing the live at 5. We'll see if we can get Bouncy on board because he has been pretty consistent online for a long time. And he got the package for last year, so he is in there. He's going to get lined up, so we will fingers crossed we'll get Bouncy in the next 7 days, either 4 live at 5 or an hour with the tower. Either way, we will do it. I hope you've been watching this week's hour with the tower. We had the legend that was Phil Elmuth on a couple of weeks ago, and we followed it up by the online phenom, the #1 in the world, the overall nice guy, Mr. Chris Moorman. I think it's the last one. I think it's the last episode. If it's not the last episode, it might be today or tomorrow. I do believe it is the last episode. So please, if you've not been on social media, get on Grosvenor Poker and Grosvenor social media on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere like that. Alvin Norris says, Moorman's interview is excellent. He is such a good lad. And I tell you what, we met him. But the first time, one of the things I didn't mention is that one of the first times I ever met him, he was being dragged into Manchester. And I'm not too sure whether it was the same time his dad won the GUKPT, which has also been aired already. He walked in with Jake Cody and Prez and Jamie Sykes, and they said to me, "You've got to interview this guy because he's #4 in the world and he'll be #1 within the month." And that was the first time we ever spoke to him. So top lad, please check out all the details on YouTube, on Facebook. I know PK and Andy always updating Facebook. They have, I've actually just watched a couple of videos from Sean Hayden when he got Katie with the spider running up. I actually watched that a little bit earlier this afternoon, but there are plenty of hands going on there, the hand histories, the ace jackpot we've just been on from the Goliath. There's also a competition on Facebook. Can you remember what the winning hand was from last year on Lee Reynolds' winning hand? That's already on social media as well. So please get there. Anthony Hardy. Tony, how you doing, Anthony? I hope you are well. He says he wants to be on an hour with the tower because he's got some stories. Why not? Why not, Anthony? Debucky, the original Debucky, who's played on TV for years. He has been there. He's been in Vegas for 20 years. Tony, Anthony, we will try and sort that out because you have been on telly. You have been on the TV, and we have we'll see what the guys are, and we'll get you involved. But if you are looking forward to events, we know it's a month away. But the satellites are running right now. It has been announced on August the 1st, Goliath will be with us. There are 15 events online. The range, the first event is an absolute corker. £55 buying, 20,000 guaranteed. It's a 2-day event. It's the opener. All details are on Grosvenor Poker. There are so many satellites running. That right there is the schedule. It's an impressive schedule. It really is. The PKO, the Progressive Knockout, is event number 2. Then the 25-50 goes in. There are so many events, and we are looking forward to this. Some fantastic guarantees on there as well. Like the 25-50 is always guaranteed at 50,000, but it's during the Goliath, the Progressive Knockout. It's got a 10k guarantee. Events number 4 is a £30 no limit with a 10k guarantee. £30, and you just look at these and you think, wow, these are fantastic events. They really, really are. Satellites are running all the time. They will be in the lobby at all times. They start at 25p. They go to the, I think yesterday was I think it was the first one yesterday where they had 8 seats. It was 8 seats and £29.30 for Oil Ocean, who finished in 9th. 8 players got themselves ticket to Goliath. So and the people like Nightfare 85, Runner Dark 34, Dobkin got himself a ticket. Dazzler Turk, Beach Bob. Well done to you guys. They're already playing the satellites for Goliath. Please make sure you jump into the satellites because they are value, and that is where the value is at. We all want to play events like this for a fraction of the price. But if you do go to the Goliath tab, you can scroll all the way down and it shows you every event. There are 15 of them. Andy Bank yesterday, Saturday last night was a £5 rebuy. Yes, it was. It was £5 rebuy, and great value it was too. It took, I think it was just over £1,000. It took 1,029 and 85 if you played it. So please be aware of all the satellites because they are just fantastic value. Over 7,000 players have transferred over since we went over, and now it is on the Apple. If you've got one of them posh phones, the old Apples, the iPads, it's on there right now. They do apologise for it being a little bit later than what it was scheduled to be, but it is now on the Android, which has been there for a couple of weeks. It is now on the iPad, the Apple. So please make sure you check it out. Don't talk to me about Runner Dog. Took me out in 14th, calling his ace king with king queen. But did he have chips? Did he have chips? Danny, very unlucky. But we are now available on the Apple. We're now available on the Android. It gives you no excuse not to play some of these super satellites because, and also you can play the deep stacks and the 25-50s, which it is this weekend. The deep stack is on the Saturday. The 25-50 is on the Sunday. Make sure you check all the details. There's a competition running on Facebook. Check out Grosvenor Poker. Please check out the final. I think it's the final episode of. I think it's the final episode of Chris Moment today. If it's not the final episode of Chris Moment today, it'll be tomorrow. Anybody asking? There are no updates on yet when casinos are opening, but as always, check social media. We'll keep you all in the loop. We have no idea. I think a lot of people were prepared and getting geared up for the 4th, and a lot of people were a little bit astounded that it didn't end up on the 4th. But there is no update just yet, and as soon as we get the word, you'll hear about it on social media, on Facebook with Grosvenor Poker, on Twitter with Grosvenor Poker. Please just ensure that you keep following us. Keep making sure that you keep up to date with everything social media wise, because we will, as soon as the word goes out, it will be banged out there by the guys, and we will give you the updates. But the big news, as it is this Friday the 3rd, that the Goliath schedule has been announced. Event number 1 will be the 1st of August. Yes, we're going to miss out on not doing a Joker's Wild live with the best music in town. And unfortunately, we're not going to be doing the Goliath live with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, of you guys, heading to Coventry. But that right there is the next best thing. It's a fabulous schedule. Make sure you play all the satellites to get yourselves into the opener, which is the 1st of August, and the main event. And I think one of the best things, finally, just before we finish, one of the best things about the main event is that it's 5 re-entries maximum. 25,000 starting stack, as we know. There's already 11 people in. If you check the software, there's already 11 registered. It's 5 maximum re-entries, so people are not going to be going absolutely bonkers for this. They will be playing it a little bit normal, shall we say. Afternoon, just as we are finished. Good afternoon to Gary Fitzpatrick from Dublin. We're missing Dublin like mad. We had 3 or 4 events with Cardroom Direct going over to Dublin, already scheduled in for 2020. It's one of the best places in the entire world, even though it's €8 a pint when you walk around Temple Bar, but that's the price you have to pay to be in the best place ever. Yet Cardroom Direct and the team had a few trips over to Dublin already scheduled, but 2020 is not 2020 as what was supposed to be encountered. So, Gary, we look forward to getting over to Dublin as soon as we can to enjoy the fair city. So, that is just about it. Flying solo this week, Tower in on Friday, live at 5 with an update. Gary says, say hi to Andy and crew. Andy's in the background. Andy's already watching, and all the crew working tirelessly on social media. We miss it as much as anybody else, and we can't wait to get back and have a holiday. Let me tell you, we cannot wait. From the Tower, this has been live at 5. Please check out this week's activities. We do have the deep stack on the Saturday. It's a 25.50 on the Sunday. And just before we end, Rob Holland says, "Hi, Tower. Hope you're well. Excited for the first online Goliath this year. Although it's sad it's not live yet. Us too. But what can you do? What are your thoughts on all the programs?" I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's inevitable. Inevitable in every walk of life. We are going to lose jobs here, there, and everywhere, and we all come out of it on the other side. That's all we can say. We fingers crossed. We all come out of it on the other side. Everybody's in exactly the same boat. But good to have you on board, Rob. And we are looking forward to the first ever online Goliath, which is already there. The schedule is there. Make sure you play all the satellites because that's the best place. 11 people are already sat waiting to play Goliath. We will be back next Friday with more live at 5. Make sure you tune in and watch the last episode of Chris Moorman. He's an absolute superstar. More to come from an hour with the Tower. But from live at 5 with the deep stack this Saturday, the 25.50 this Sunday, and the announcement of Goliath Online with 15 events. Everything is on social media. The guys are always working 24/7. Check out Facebook, check out Twitter, check out Instagram on Grosvenor Poker. But the schedule for Goliath, the next best thing to being dressed up as the Joker, entertaining new troops, is this fantastic schedule. From the Tower, live at 5 at this moment in time. Ta-ta.